Sadly, we lost a true Hollywood legend, a superstar, a British-born actress who became an incredible worldwide phenomenon. That is, of course, the late and wonderful Angela Lansbury. Hi, good morning, Neil. Sean here in the very heart of London. Thank you as ever for joining me today. Lots of people have been asking me online, did you meet Angela Lansbury? Yes, I was one of the lucky ones. Yes, I was lucky enough to meet her and interview her. What a lady is what I could say, truly. What a superstar, what a very kind, gentle soul as well. But as ever, we can reveal some inside secrets. Hi, good morning, Neil. Sean here in the very heart of London. Thank you so much for joining me. Angela Lansbury, to my generation, particularly when I, didn't really know that much about it, was Murder, She Wrote. It was the US TV phenomenon that she put together herself and then, just ran and ran and ran. It was so successful, though. But the bottom line was, as you told me this in an interview, that the reason why it really ended was that the network decided to move it to a Thursday night. She knew that Sunday nights was the best night for that particular show because she said it was family entertainment. People loved it. People sat down, gathered round together. How right was she? And of course, when they moved it to Thursday nights, it then bombed in the ratings. You should always listen to a superstar, I first met Angela, though, way back, about 9, 10 maybe years ago now, when she came over to London to star at the Gielgud Theatre in London's West End in Blithe Spirit. She'd already met Noel Coward. This is what I love about these people, though. She knew everybody, literally, obviously at a certain age and a great career like she'd got. Of course, you do know everybody, but she was phenomenal, Now, we went along to the press call for Blithe Spirit at the Gielgud, and I found out from her that the reason why she agreed to do the show was that that was a particular theatre that her late mother had starred in herself, and she wanted to use the same dressing room, walk on the same side of the stage. What a nice thing to do. And she said that she hoped her late mother was looking down on her. Obviously she was, because the show was a phenomenal success. We just spent a short time together in the stalls afterwards because it was a photo call and then very brief chats, with the press. Wonderful lady, as I say, so down to earth. But I can share a few little nuggets with you that I hope you will enjoy. I asked her about the Hollywood years, and she said that she always felt that she was a bit of an ugly duckling and that the MGM studio boss, Louis B. Mayer, never really wanted to put her in roles suited to her age. She always ended up playing as a sort of vixens and witches and harridans and stuff like that, way older than her years, and apparently Louis sat her down and said he didn't understand it because the fan mail was coming from a mostly over 40s, 50s audience, and she was at like 21, 22 or something at the time, incredibly young. Of course, she starred opposite some of the world's biggest superstars of the time and told me that the most beautiful woman that she'd ever seen in her life was none other than the late and very beautiful Hedy Lamarr. Of course, they starred together alongside the Hollywood hunk Victor Mature in Samson and Delilah, which made that one of the biggest box office successes of 1950. But she said one day that Hedy just came into her dressing room, no makeup on at all, a bandana pushing her hair back, and she said she was just breathtakingly beautiful. But not only that, she said she was an incredibly intelligent woman who obviously had both, beauty and brains. And we found that out, didn't we, later, because Hedy became instrumental in putting together things that all really were related to Wi-Fi and the mobile phone. She also spoke about another great superstar, Judy Garland, of which she appeared in The Harvey Girls. And she said that Judy just was a phenomenal talent, didn't know exactly just how talented that she was. She could simply do everything, sing, dance, act, acrobat. And she said just looking into her face, she could transform so many emotions directly into the camera. She was honest, though, Angela. She said off camera, Judy was a bit of a problem because, she very much wanted her own way and knew exactly how to create that to get her own way. She said so there were two sides, she said, to the MGM problem, and when you think about it, that's the thing, isn't it? When you are so talented and people say no, we're not going to take you and we're not going to listen to your tantrums, then of course somebody like MGM boss Louis B. Mayer has to step in. One of her biggest regrets, she told me, was the fact that she had hoped to turn Murder, She Wrote into a stage musical. What a great idea. And this was backed up when I also was lucky enough to meet the producer, creator of that show, the late musical impresario Jerry Herman. Jerry was in town for Mac and Mabel, a revival, with the Starsky and Hutch star David Soul. That's how I met him. But Angela herself said that, it just never truly got off the the ground, because a lot of people didn't feel that this would take off as a musical, because at the time the person ruling the musical sphere was none other than our very own Andrew Lloyd Webber, and they apparently felt that this was a little bit too cheesy. It's a shame it was never fully developed, and as I say, that was one of the regrets she said of her professional life. Other than that, she put down her long life to the fact that she looked after herself, ate healthily, took a lot of walks and spent a lot of time back home in her original home of Ireland, of which she truly loved. Even had a house there, she said. But what she thoroughly enjoyed was entertaining the public. And let's face it, Angela did that incredibly well over a mega successful career. Truly, we are going to miss the very talented Angela Lansbury.